Throwing on first down is Breeze. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 43 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll lose yardage, brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. Introduced himself with authority on that play.
Ready. Number 80. Got it. Got it.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Here we go. Get set, get set.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram taking it in from the 20. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Lutz now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Speaking of Christian McCaffrey, Charles, the staff last week was talking about him maybe getting 25 to 30 touches a game this year.
Which would be more than double his workload of last season, where I think he averaged around 12 touches per ball game. But it's a new offensive staff. They know how dynamic he is. Where they really want to make the increase is him running the football. Because last year he caught 80 passes, so that part will take care of itself. But his ability to run inside as well as get him to the perimeter, working so far in the preseason, had, what, a 72-yard touchdown run against Miami. That's looking good. And don't forget, he can also drop back and return the ball in either the kickoff returns or as a punt return.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A.J. Klein on the tackle there.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Throwing is Newton. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
4 down. Set. 3-19.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
After the run, Newton going to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. The Saints coming out now to take the field.
And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. Breeze now on 1st down. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Dontari Poe with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Yellow lady.
Breeze to throw on second down. And some room to maneuver. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Extra point try, good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now Breeze to try again after the pick six. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Mario Addison in there to get him for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready? You ready? Yes!
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go. Ready? Yellow lady. Ready for second.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And that is incomplete here. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning.
Ready? You ready?
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So a minute 56 to play in this 1st half. Back with more from Charlotte after this.
So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on fourth down. The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On fourth down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker Will Lutz for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, and call it an even 50 yards. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Let's rock now.
They go play action here on first down. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example. That not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan. And the Saints signal for another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field. Field comes New Orleans. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back them up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Ready. We're waiting.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Breeze. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Breeze going to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Thomas. Oh, now he bowls him over. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Breeze now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. A final shot before half for Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, we progressed through the preseason, so let's prognosticate about the regular season. NFC.
Can we overanalyze?
Yeah, I want to overanalyze, too. NFC, the 4 divisions, who do you have winning them?
Let's start in the East. The Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl last year, got better in the offseason. I think they win their division again, although Dallas will make a strong run at them.
Okay. And the South, you were saying you like Atlanta.
Yeah, I do like Atlanta to get back to the top. Tough division. 3 teams in the playoffs last year. Atlanta, New Orleans, which won the division, and Carolina.
Going west, who do you have out there?
The Rams. They took over for the Seahawks last year. I expect them to stay on the top of the heap. But let's face it, a lot of excitement in San Francisco with Jimmy Garoppolo.
In the north, can Green Bay overtake Minnesota?
They can, but I don't think that they will. I think the Vikings defense carries them home. Kirk Cousins, their new quarterback. The Packers will challenge in a big way, but keep an eye on Detroit as well.
On 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Pulled in at the 24. Able to fight through one tackle. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And his throw here is incomplete. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, hey, we got to get in the AFC Week 1 talk. We talked about the NFC and what to look forward to on their schedule, but there's some great AFC games as well.
And many people believe the AFC West is as good a division as there is in the NFL. How about this for an opener? Kansas City Chiefs headed to take on the Los Angeles Chargers. Patrick Mahomes, the new quarterback for KC, has to deal with the pass rush of Joey Bosa of Melvin Ingram of the Los Angeles Chargers. And a second one that catches my eye is Houston at New England. The Texans always trying to measure themselves against the Patriots. Now they get back Deshaun Watson. They get back J.J. Watt and Whitney Merciless, and they take on the defending AFC champs in Foxborough.
And one crossover game that's pretty interesting. How about Jacksonville against the Giants?
What I like about that one is you have a Jacksonville team that came so close to getting to the Super Bowl last year, but they and the Giants have a similar philosophy about how to play the game. They're going to be physical. They want to run the football. So Leonard Fournette for Jacksonville and the rookie for the Giants, Saquon Barkley, they could both get a lot of carries in that game. And last but not least in that one, how about Pittsburgh at Cleveland? People don't think about that game very much, but this has been the summer of the Cleveland Browns in preseason. Will Baker Mayfield actually hit the field? And can Cleveland start a new era with a big win over Pittsburgh?
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Now Newton on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Let's go.
On first down, it's Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Newton on first down. And his pass incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to the air, Newton on second down. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. To the air again, Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton, a 16-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to strike for 6. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing on first down is Brees. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Brees again here on 2nd and 10. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Brees to another longtime vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Kill, 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 kill.
From the gun, it's Brees. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to do with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Brees got to have this one. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm to go.
Taking it right down Broadway. Oh, no, lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll give it to him up the middle. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. McCaffrey. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Oh, they'll run the option right. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand.
Get set, get set.
He's back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. Coverage there by Kevon Seymour. So now let's look at the situation. They do have all 3 timeouts remaining, so barring a 1st down, they could conceivably get the ball back.
So now it's all about defense and stopping the clock. Don't give up any yardage, right? Use your timeouts. And your offense always practices going downfield without timeouts. You know, those 2-minute drills, most of them are run in practice without the benefit of timeouts. They want to make it as tough a situation as possible. They're in it right now.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, Most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. After the run, Newton going to throw. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.